Hi everyone, how are we all doing today? I hope everyone's doing fine. Now this has been a tough time. So what we're moving in today is actually the federal government. And this is a pretty timely topic given that the role of the federal government is definitely changing since the initial spread of COVID-19 and what the recovery process is going to look like and what role the federal government will play. So there's two general areas that the federal government works in. They do expenditures, which we'll talk about in a second, and also they levy taxes. So what I'm going to do in this first lecture is just talk about the general categories of expenditures with an emphasis on what's going on in today's world. So, first major area of expenditures for the federal government is the defense, okay? Military operations. So they pay people, those are soldiers, could be Air Force, Navy, Marines, the whole gamut. They also purchase equipment, airplanes, ships, etc. So they spend billions and billions of dollars in trying to keep our defense and military operations operational. And it's been controversial about the relative size, that the military expenditure should be relative to everyone else, but I'm not going to focus too much on that this semester. I'm going to really spend time on just these two general categories, and then the role of COVID-19, which is very topical. So, they spend a large amount of money, somewhere over 50% on defense expenditures. Then there's a myriad of domestic programs that the federal government helps finance. They finance Medicare. So Medicare is health insurance for people 65 years or older. And obviously a lot of those, and I'm in that group too, I'm just not retired yet, but billions of dollars is spent on Medicare. Also Medicaid. And those are health insurance programs for people that are under a certain minimum level of income earned. And then they also do Social Security. So when people retire, they can get Social Security benefits to help survive in their retirement years. There's also unemployment insurance, and that's been a big issue. I don't have that written down here, but you guys could put that down in your notes. Unemployment insurance is becoming a big issue because we've seen almost 26 million people apply for unemployment benefits. So the federal government has to have the money to pay these unemployment benefits as people are no longer working. And that's become incredibly complex and very expensive. Okay. And then the last topic, which last year when I taught 304, I shouldn't say last year, last semester, fall semester, I wasn't talking about COVID-19. But that's becoming a major issue, so what we want to talk about is the role of the federal government in testing, which has become very controversial, and what role the federal government should play relative to state governments. Should testing be implemented with a national strategy and have the states implement that strategy, or should we let it up to the states to come up with their own testing approaches and have the federal government stand on the sidelines? Very, very complex question to answer. And then, besides testing, the federal government will end up spending billions of dollars on therapies and also on a vaccine. So there's a large number of studies in hospitals all around the country about what type of therapies should be possibly be implemented to reduce the symptoms and devastation that COVID-19 can actually impose on people. And then the study for a vaccine. And so the government is playing a role in supporting testing and also developing vaccines. So the next lecture will be on levying taxes, and then we'll try to put it together. See you in a little bit.